Another day gets underway in the heart of Vienna. I meet our tour guide, Christopher Timmerman, at the Naschmarkt, the city's largest open-air market. You can buy produce from all over the world here. There are plenty of exotic things to try out, like jackfruit. It tastes like a cross between pineapple and banana. Then there's fish chocolate, which fortunately doesn't taste like seafood. But Christopher Timmerman doesn't come here just for professional reasons. You suggested that we meet at the Naschmarkt. What do you especially like here?
It's so full of life. It's a lot of fun to walk through here and watch Vienna waking up.
This is the second time we've booked a tour with Christopher. He took us around Vienna before in 2005. Back then, his family business was one of the first to offer tours on Segways. Christopher is meanwhile specialized in themed tours, and we opted for the motorized personal transporter. They're simple to operate. To accelerate, you lean forward. To brake, you lean back. And to steer, you lean sideways. And that's how we proceed through Vienna's streets. But in the long run, Segways aren't very comfortable, so nowadays Christopher offers tours on them only by special request. He prefers giving tours on foot or by bicycle. Austria's National Library is housed in part of the famous Hofburg Palace. Its history goes back to the Middle Ages, and the collection is one of the world's largest. The majestic Baroque hall alone holds about 200,000 volumes. What does the National Library mean to you? When do you come here and how do you use it?
I must admit that I use the National Library mainly online. I'm fascinated by the magazine collection. We have all the newspapers since 1703 digitalized and online. This is a real treasure that's been opened up to everyone.
We continue through the grand old city of 1.7 million residents. More than half of Vienna is park or woodland. We recharge our batteries in one of Vienna's oldest districts, on Franziskanerplatz. Christopher Timmerman loves this square because of its atmosphere. For him, it's like lunching in Italy. The second part of our tour is motorized because our next destination is not downtown. The Danube Island is popular among Viennese when they want to relax. Christopher always comes here to walk his dog. In a bar by the riverbank, we watched the report we made back in 2005. Timmerman was passionate about giving tours even back then. But even the biggest fan of Vienna gets used to the same old sights.
That's funny. You never get sick of the classic sights, but they become routine. It's just like with a fisherman who takes his boat out onto the sea every day. But the ocean remains something remarkable. Vienna has so many fascinating spots that it never gets boring.
One of these spots is the Donau City Church. Built in 2000, it's Vienna's newest church. Christopher comes here regularly for services. He likes the contrast between the gloomy exterior and the friendly interior. He's equally fascinated by the Cemetery of the Nameless in the 11th District. Up until 1940, this is where unidentified bodies were buried. Today, a non-profit organization takes care of the graves. And then we head back downtown to our starting point at the Naschmarkt. The stands are already being disassembled.
I hope you had fun and hope to see you again in Vienna.
It was fantastic, thanks, and ciao. And that wraps up my tour of Vienna in all its summer glory.